I love my HBCU. And boy, I love it, I love it, I love my HBCU. And man, I hope my team they won one. Yeah. I hope my team they won one. Yeah. Man, I hope my team they won one. Yeah. I hope my team they won one. Yeah. I tune into the HBCU Sports Lab to see if my team won or lost. If they lost, I'm quiet as a mouse. But if they won, keep tab. I'ma do the dab, yeah. Dr. Cavil, he know what he be talking about. Mike and Charles, they know what they be talking about. They compress the analytic data with the hip hop. If you know them like I know them, they gon' tell you if your team, if they won or lost, and who the ball. So listen to Professor, yes sir, and pay attention, cause he gon' teach a lesson.
This is Dr. Cavil's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab, episode 693, and this is the Indy Report. I am your host, David L. Rose, and with me tonight, we got Tariq Wilson and Brandon King. We got all three of us in here today. How you gentlemen doing? How you doing, Reek?
Man, it's been busy. That's why I ain't been here for a while, but I'm doing pretty good.
Good stuff, man. You've been on assignment. That's what we say around here at Sports Lab. You've been on assignment.
That's right. I've been moving, but I'm finally settled now. So.
Welcome back, man. How you doing, Mr. King? How you doing, Brandon?
I'm good. I'm real good.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of things to talk about with your institution, man. I got some things for you that you know and you might not know, sir.
Yes, I can't wait to hear that part.
Oh yeah, so. We went through the intro. Welcome to episode 693 of Dr. Cavil's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab radio show and podcast, the show that's covering the sporting HBCU diaspora. All things HBCU sports for institutions large and small, from the NAIA to the NCAA. We share insights and information on the HBCU sports culture and HBCU athletic aesthetics to facilitate the story of HBCU athletic programs and the business of HBCU sports. I'm your host, David L. Rhodes, with my co-host, Tariq Wilson and Brandon King, and Jeffrey Johnson is currently on assignment. We are filming live from our home studios and sending the signal live to our KCOH 1230 AM studios with the Texas Radio Hall of Famer Ralph Cooper in the beautiful home of Texas Southern University from Houston, Texas. Gentlemen, we finally have football this week. Finally got football this week. That counts. I've been watching NFL preseason football, and as a Panthers fan, I've been disgusted. But now we got HBCU football that counts.
Are you excited to watch the Eagles?
I'm not. I'm not excited to watch the Eagles. I hope something pulls the upset. I just don't see it happening. I'm not happy. Not happy. I think I know how this game is going to go. So I'm not happy. And it's on ABC. That makes it even more disgusting. I'm not happy at all. Not happy at all.
Lose for you.
It is, man. It's tough across the board. I hope Southern can find a way to win that game. I just don't see it. I really don't. I just don't. I think the school down the road has too many. They had too many players that's coming back. They have too much continuity at the quarterback position. Their offensive line is in pretty good shape. They got a pretty good defensive line. I would like to hope that Southern can make this a game, but I just don't know if they're going to be able to.
Only thing that helps is the first game, so that'll help a little bit. But Central, man, they're a veteran group.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it'd be nice to see an upset, but I don't see it. I don't see it. Shout out to Jeff Roberts. You're gonna get a lot of that in Nashville. We're gonna get to that later. There's your tease for today. We're gonna get to that later. But what do you think about this game, Brandon?
Well, first, I'm like you. I'm glad that finally HBCU football is back upon us. So I'm just counting down until the game starts. You know, I don't have a dog in the fight, so to speak, but I will say this. I think Central's overall the better team, and just listening to Coach Oliver on the press conference, he sounded really confident in what they were bringing down to Atlanta. You know, everything from the quarterback position to the defense. I mean, he really sounds like that he thinks he's really got a good ball club on his hands this season. So yeah, it might be a rough Saturday for you, my brother. I apologize in advance.
Oh God, man, don't remind me. Here's a fun fact of the day. Well, I'll ask you guys the question: What was the last Who was the last MEAC team to win in the MEAC SWAC Challenge?
A&T.
Was it y'all?
No, it wasn't us. It was the school down the road.
Wow.
2021.
Really?
Yeah, they beat
That
Alcorn
long
State,
ago.
and that was considered an upset at the time because Alcorn State was the favorites in that game. Yeah, they beat Alcorn State.
Was that the beginning of their little ascendancy?
Oh,
The
that was the
Central?
first. That was the first MEAC SWAC Challenge post pandemic, and that is the only time. That's the only time the MEAC has won post pandemic. Was the school down the road against Alcorn. They lost to Alabama State beat Howard in 2022, 23-13. Jackson State beat South Carolina State 37-7, and FAMU beat Norfolk State 24-23. So it's going to be an opportunity for the MEAC to try to finally get another one because it's been a while since they've won it. So they should win, but we shall see. It'll be
Yeah, I
interesting.
wouldn't be surprised if they lost. Wouldn't be surprised if it was a close game or they lost. Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. A&T's only been in the MEAC SWAC Challenge one time during their run in the MEAC, and that was back in 2014. That was the Tariq Cohen show. They gonna beat the brakes off Alabama State, Alabama A&M. Like 47-13 or 47-14, 47-13, 47-13. That was the world's introduction to Tariq Cohen. Back in 2014. But what are your thoughts of Terrence Graves deciding not to name a starting quarterback for Southern?
Is it gamesmanship, or is the quarterback position at Southern shakier than we know?
Well, I know it's shaky. Well, supposedly, I guess they know who they're going to start, but I heard that it was still kind of a shaky situation. So I don't know, man.
Because my thing is, if you've got a guy and you know that's your guy, you don't have a problem saying this is the guy.
Unless you know Coach Oliver, and you're just trying to make him do more. That's a factor too. You could be making him do more, with regards to that. So that could be a thing too, right? Like you can make him do more. So it's interesting. We know who the quarterback's gonna be on the other side. Walker Harris he's bona fide right now, man. Like you could argue he might be the best quarterback in HBCU football. The Step Brothers, and they might have one of the best defensive linemen in HBCU football too, with Max Urin too. So they could be both ends of the spectrum there.
You know what's interesting in this era of NIL, like how
what's the name, Adrian?
Keep that team together.
Yeah, but I think the era of like keeping teams together is going to be difficult, but day by day, right? Unless we get the money, you gotta have
right. How Central do it?
I mean, they've lost some players. I mean, they lost Jamari Taylor, their star running back. He went to the portal, went somewhere else. They've lost some players. I guess they're not immune either. And they had a lot of coaching. They had a lot of coaching changes too on that staff. So I'm fascinated to see how that goes as well, because that's gonna be a little bit different. Like I asked Josh about it, Joshua Sims about it on HBCU Nightly last week, and he doesn't think it's gonna be a factor. But I'm trying to find something to give Southern some hope. I'm trying to find something to convince me that they can do it. So
yeah, I mean they did not. Sorry, I'm having with my kids. They probably have to play perfect football. They have to pull like the football equivalent of 85 Villanova to win this game.
God, man.
But I've seen that Harris kid look normal at times. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was.
So they got a shot, and they number one and number two in the SWAC, right? Basically, Southern. So
No, 2 in the West. Like let's not do this. There were 2 in the West. There were 2 in the SWAC West. The East is a much stronger division.
Mm-hmm.
So there were 2. There were 2 in the West. No, there were 1 in the West. Excuse me. They were number 1 in the West. Let me not do that.
Hey, they got more points than Jackson State. As far as like first place votes.
Really?
Yeah. Well, Jackson State got 126 points with a 16. No. Southern got more first place votes than Jackson State. Southern
To
got
win the
17. Yep, 17 first place votes, and Jackson State got 16.
In football?
Mm-hmm.
No, where is this at? I gotta find this trickery.
It's I'll read it. The Southern Jaguars tallied the most first place votes with 17 overall, followed by Jackson State at 16 and FAMU at 3. It's on HBCU game day, but it's the SWAC releases. It's 2025 predicted order of finish.
For football?
Yeah, man. They shocked me.
I thought the SWAC had Jackson State winning that.
Mm-mm.
I don't see Jackson State win. I think Jackson State's running through that conference, man. I think they're gonna go undefeated again.
I hope they lose that first game. That's all I care about.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go undefeated in the conference again.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it was letting me know. Okay, all right, they picked y'all to win. Okay, y'all seen something? Maybe y'all got something I don't know about. Y'all got something I don't know about, but Jackson State brought back a decent bulk of their players. So I don't, man. I don't know. All right. I want to get into the first commercial break. When we come back, I want to talk about what I heard in Nashville.
Lord.
There's 2 things I heard in Nashville, and I'm going to ask Mr. King about both of them. One of them he definitely knows about. The second one he might not, but it's going to be fun either way. So we'll be right back right after this commercial break.
History? Yeah, we built that. Pride? We fuel that. And on August 30th, we run that. 2 powerhouse HBCUs, Howard Bison, FAMU Rattlers, one legendary showdown under the Miami lights at Hard Rock Stadium. The energy unmatched. The culture undeniable. The vibes straight HBCU. 2025 Invesco QQQ Orange Blossom Classic. Get your tickets and book your hotel now at orangeblossomclassic.com. Saturday, August 30th at 4 p.m. in Miami.
HBCU football fans, the Cricket MEAC SWAC Challenge Kickoff is celebrating 20 years this August. From Birmingham to Orlando to campus sites and now in Atlanta. The Cricket MEAC SWAC Challenge Kickoff has been a mainstay in HBCU athletics. 2 decades of providing a national platform on ESPN and now ABC for the finest HBCU programs in the country and some of the most talented players and coaches that have represented them. Forrest Jackson, Tariq Cohen, Javon Hargrave, Darius Leonard, Rod Broadway, Buddy Pugh, all have left their mark on this storied event. This year, we celebrate by welcoming North Carolina Central and Southern to Atlanta, which has cemented its place as the HBCU football capital. Every team who participates in this event looks to start and finish their season in the A by gaining a spot in the Cricket Celebration Bowl. That, however, is earned by becoming conference champions. And it starts right here in week 0. MEAC versus SWAC. The rivalry is real. Thank you for the last 20 years of support. The story never ends.
Press the analytic data with your hip hop. If you know them like I know them, they gon' tell you if your team, if they wanna lose, and who the ball. So listen to Professor, yes sir, and pay attention, cause he gon' teach a lesson.
Welcome back to Dr. Cavil's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab, episode 693. This is the Indy Report. All right, Mr. King, I got a message from some Aggies today. They told me that you guys expanded the seating arrangements for the John Merritt Classic. It looks like they're moving a bunch of seats over, and I guess they're opening the visitor section on the 50-yard line. So I ended up changing my seat to get on the A&T side since y'all actually have seats on the 50-yard line. I don't know if you heard anything about it or what's going on with regards to that.
Well, tell me they got a lot more people than expected. That's what that
More
tells me.
Aggies.
Way more Aggies than you thought. What did I tell you? What did I tell you when this game was announced? What was the first thing I told you? I said we're gonna
You
take
said
this joint over.
now. You look. I'm gonna say this. I went on this rant before about how we attend, or most specifically, don't attend games, and it would not 100% surprise me if that is the case. Though we should take that as a personal challenge.
You should.
That's what if because look, if we talking about taking over Howard's homecoming, then you can't let somebody do the same to you at the John Muir. You can't let that happen.
Hey man. When
So
you guys come to us, I don't think it's gonna be a classic when you come to us, come to Greensboro. So but it's the first time we played you guys in a long time. So
it is.
Aggies is excited about it. So we're going. And it's Nashville, man. Nashville's a great city. So we're looking forward to heading to the city too. So a lot of us are coming. But I warned you we were coming. Y'all better show up. And to go back to the previous segment, so JSU was predicted to win the East. Southern was predicted to win the West. It would make sense they could potentially have more first place votes. That would track because they're doing it based on East West.
Oh, it's the East West. Okay.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
why.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because if they, even though I still think it's kind of crazy that Jackson don't have more first place votes for them to win the East, but it's okay. Either way, so that tracks. That makes sense. Okay. But so the other thing is, man, I heard you got an article that's coming out soon, man. It ain't out yet. You want to give a little skinny about it?
It will be out this evening. Just wrapped up the last draft before went to work this morning. So it'll have a little bit of sorry, I want to make sure I ain't get hit upside the head with a basketball.
It's good
Um
television.
eh, eh, let me not put my basketball coach's hat on. I don't want to do that right now.
Fair enough.
But it's got a little bit of news, a little bit of fantasy booking, um, a little bit of insight on certain conference realignment. It's a full service article, so it is. I know people don't like to read. It is a lot, but it's a good read.
Okay.
So
All right, you ain't got to kill it. You don't got to spoil it for us, man. I was just curious about it. No, for those who don't know, Tennessee Tech left. It's leaving the OVC to head to the SoCon. So now everybody's questioning what Tennessee State will do, as now it's the only school. It's just you and UT Martin left are the Tennessee schools in that conference, correct? Or is there another school in Tennessee?
so initially there was, well, I say initially, but a few years ago it was four Tennessee schools in the OVC. You had Austin P, Tech, us, and UT Martin, and now there are just two. And look, people are asking how is it going to affect us? Because I've asked some people I know. I hadn't heard back yet, but honestly, it's it's going to be like that last scene on the Fresh Prince when Will was in the living room by himself and he turned the lights off. That's going to be us with the OVC. We're going to be there to turn the lights off, for better or for worse.
Oh, that's not good, man.
No.
Because you remember when they had all those defections a few years ago, Jacksonville State, Murray State, and all these other schools was piecing up out the conference, and we just sitting there like it's like that meme where the dog is sitting there and the room is on fire, and he's just like, "It's
Everything's
okay,
fine. Everything's
it's
fine.
fine, it's fine, totally fine." So No, I don't see anything happening yet. Um, at least not until I would say next year there is, but I'm thinking more 2030 because with the current they extended the association and then it's got a they can extend it 4 more years out to 2030. So
But they might not. Well, here's the thing, man. Like, and I said this the other week. That association is for the Big South more than it is for y'all.
I agree.
Like,
Agree.
yeah, I mean, they down to 2 teams, man.
Yeah.
Here's a question. Here's a question. Like, what could Tennessee State do? What can they do?
I'm pretty sure there's a conference down in the Mid Atlantic that has probably sent those guys an invite, and I'm pretty sure there's another conference in the Southwest that's absolutely sent those guys an invite.
Oh
So they got
yeah.
options. It's just a matter of whether or not they want to do either one.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
It, but again,
Then you're gonna get kicked out of the show because you ain't independent if you go to one of them two. So you
that's
go.
right.
I'm just kidding, man.
I get demoted to special correspondent.
You become the special correspondent. Well, you probably can still come on the show, man.
I but I barring I know we got a new president and everything, but I would say barring certain changes in athletic administration or something else in that conference, happening at a cataclysmic level. I don't see anything with us happening yet.
I have
I
a question.
really don't.
I have a question for you. If so, the speculation is that the SoCon's not done. They want to add potentially 2 more schools. If one of those schools is UT Martin, what do you say?
Now you should start looking around again. You should have
Yeah.
been looking around a few years
Mm-hmm.
ago. But now you really got to start looking around and assessing the landscape that's clearly moving under your feet. Clearly. And some decisions have to be made.
I find it incredible that your athletic director is not thinking about this. I just find it incredible. I just do.
I mean, I would like to think that, they're not getting caught with their pants down. But again, with what we know about his thoughts, in particular about the Southwestern Athletic Conference and what he's said about it, I can't really. I'm not shocked that he hadn't made a move at all yet. I mean, I would almost think if that were to happen, he would probably look at it as some sort of failure because you would have to go back or not go back, but
You never
turn to the
gone.
very people that you talked so badly about.
That means you're gonna have to have a new AD at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, but
Yeah.
but it's funny. Like, I mean, the MEAC commissioner made comments about A&T, and when we were out here jumping around, she made some public comments, made ESPN the whole nine, and they still reached out after that. I mean, it happens.
They
I
ain't
mean,
stupid now.
no, I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, people talk bad. Two people talk bad in public, but still try to get things done behind the scenes. So it can happen. You never know. You
Mhm.
got the pride got to get swallowed at some point. It always does. Your pride got to get swallowed at some point. And
That's
if
why.
UT Martin walks out, of that conference, that pride better start getting. He better start getting loads of swallowing of that pride because it's
Because at that point, everybody's now starting to look at you like this, like,
now what? You can't even use the
yeah,
Tennessee schools as a crutch.
we can't.
At least I can say Elon up the street.
Right.
And really, and the other thing of Martin leaves because the whole thing was, you know, and I've said it, on the show before that one of the advantages that the schools are in drivable distance and all this, and now you're in this association. That's not the case.
Oh yeah,
Or
Charles
it's
is
bec-
far. Charles is far for y'all.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Charles is far for y'all.
So I mean, one of your main contentions of staying in the conference, that argument is slowly being
But
chipped away at.
but to be fair, it's only for one sport. I know it's the one that
That's
everybody
true.
cares about, but
That
it's
is
only for
true.
one sport. It's only for one sport. You know, when we went to the Big South, folks were talking about all the schools we were playing because we had Monmouth at the time. Folks forget Monmouth was in that conference. You had I think it was North Alabama was in that conference. One of the Alabamas was in that conference. They were worried about travel, and I'm like, that's just one sport, guys. The rest of the joints are car rides. Back then, but that ain't the case with the CAA. We gotta take flights now. So we got some flights we do now. So when we go to the Northeast, but
So I mean, it will be something to continue to monitor to see what happens.
Let me
So
ask you a question. Do
yes,
you have the similar situation like what happens in North Carolina? Like, in order to move now, like you got to get the state trustees involved. Like,
yeah.
can you guys just make a move on your own without having to go through that lovely legislature?
you know what? That's actually a good question. One that requires some research because the state has been trying to get their hooks in the school for years,
Yeah.
and that was which they kind of did with this board that they've got in there. So I don't want to answer in the affirmative one way or the other, but I was open. I was open. Um, I lost my total train of thought there.
You
That
said you have
almost
to do some research on whether or not
yeah
that's the case or not because you're not sure.
yeah. I'm actually going to look into that because well, I honestly just off my gut I would tend to say yes because anything that has the potential to help Tennessee State, the state they gotta is they got to have their hands in it. It's got to go through them typically so they can sabotage it. But that's another story for
For
another day. So
so for those who don't know, in the state of North Carolina, to do any type of conference change now, you have to get approved by the board of governors if you are a state school. There's 16 UNC schools in the state of North Carolina. It's part of the UNC system. So if you're a UNC system school, if you want to change conferences, not only that it's got to get approved by the board of trustees of that particular institution, but then it has to go to the board of governors. The board of governors got to approve it. Dr. Cavil says that they can move with TSU board approval. So now you just got to
Okay.
get nice with the board.
but getting this new board that they put in,
Aren't they all Tennessee State alums? A lot of them are, ain't they? It don't matter though. I tell folks all the time. I'll tell folks all the time. It helps that they're alums. However, it's about if they doing for the betterment institution. In the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't matter if they're gonna do the right things for the schools.
it's about what their mindset is, and if they're like I said, if they're really there for the school or if they're there for other purposes.
Oh, they're a plant.
And you said it, not me.
I mean, fam, you knows all about that. They know all about that.
They got the big plants.
Oh yeah, they got plants, trees. They got all them joints. They got
You
everything.
couldn't go a week. You couldn't go a week.
I know I can't. And wait till what we talk about after the break. We're about to take another break. We're gonna talk about the band of the year rankings when we come back. I'm gonna pull them up as soon as we get back from this break. We'll be right back after this break.
Get ready for the inaugural Unity Classic, Saturday, September 13th at Nathaniel Glover Community Field and Stadium. It's a clash of the Virginia Union Panthers of the CIAA and the Edward Waters Tigers of the SIAC. Plus, an HBCU band battle between the Edward Waters Triple Threat Marching Band and the Virginia Union Ambassadors of Sound. The inaugural Unity Classic goes down in Duval.
This is Ryan Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Rap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
History? Yeah, we built that. Pride? We fuel that. And on August 30th, we run that. Two powerhouse HBCUs, Howard Bison, FAMU Rattlers, one legendary showdown under the Miami lights at Hard Rock Stadium. The energy unmatched. The culture undeniable. The vibes straight HBCU. 2025 Invesco QQQ Orange Blossom Classic. Get your tickets and book your hotel now at orangeblossomclassic.com. Saturday, August 30th at 4 p.m. in Miami Gardens.
This is the Dean of the College of HBCU Sports, Kenyatta Cavil of Dr. Cavil's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Come mix it up in the lab where the course lecture is in session every Tuesday from 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook Live, YouTube Spreaker, or the BCSN app. As we discuss all things about the HBCU sports culture, including exploring the week that was in the sporting HBCU diaspora, as well as the upcoming week of HBCU sports. With me, the Dean, the College of HBCU Sports, on Dr. Cavil's Inside HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Course lecture dismissed.
Football fans, HBCU football is back in the ATL with the Cricket MEAC SWAC Challenge Kickoff. Representing the MEAC, North Carolina Central, and representing the SWAC, Southern Eagles, Jaguars, the Marching Sound Machine, the Human Jukebox. The Kickoff Trophy is up for grabs, and bragging rights are on the line. The rivalry is real. Bring the family and join us pre-game for the fun-filled Coca-Cola fan experience, including band jamborees, food, activations, and fellowship. For tickets and information, visit MEACSWACChallenge.com.
Compress the analytic data with your hip hop. If you know them like I know them, they gon' tell you if your team, if they wanna lose, and who the ball. So listen to Professor, yes sir, and pay attention, cause he gon' teach a lesson.
Welcome back to Dr. Cavil's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab. This is the Indy Report. Yeah, man. So earlier today, the top 10 was announced for the preseason poll for the HBCU Band of the Year. It looks like they've only done it for Division 1. Still looking forward to see what happens with Division 2. And a lot of folks have been buzzing, man. But there were two of our independent bands that made the top 10. There were two. And so we're going to get a 1 versus 10 matchup in about a week. But the poll currently right now, here's your top 10. Voted by.
Wow.
Yeah, you're number 10, man. I'm sorry. That Grammy wasn't enough for you. Now, I will say this. For those who are driving home and can't listen, I'll go over the top 10. You got number 10 at Tennessee. You got number 10, Tennessee State. Number 9, Prairie View A&M. Three-way tie for number 6 with Texas Southern, and Alabama State. Number 5 is FAMU. Number 4 is Bethune-Cookman. Number 3 is Norfolk State. Number 2 is Jackson State. And number 1 is North Carolina A&T. So when this came out, I wasn't shocked that my alma mater was number 1, but a lot of folks felt the way about us being number 1. And but I was more shocked about FAMU being 5, considering they won it last year. So I was very stunned that they had FAMU at number 5. Very stunned.
I'm shocked Hampton's not on that list.
Why? Why are you shocked that Hampton's not?
I'm just joking.
Look, I mean, this is the preseason poll, so they haven't really done any performances yet. So
that's what I was gonna say. Like, do you have like top returning performers? Do you have preseason first team?
I mean,
like, how do you?
Folks have been posting stuff to warm up. Like, there's been footage that's been coming out. Like, we got Drew Hill retweeted BGMM with the freaking transition they did. That was beautiful. But with the arrangements, but on Jackson State's been posting stuff. Southern's been posting stuff. So folks have been posting stuff. But this doesn't count towards the cumulative scoring. That starts this weekend. Because you got Southern going up against whatever that school down the road calls their band. I don't even know what they call them. I think it's a sound machine or something like that. I don't know what they call them. But that's going to be a rout. And then you have the Honda Battle of the Bands happening this weekend too in Houston.
Mm.
So that's going to be, well, I don't know if it's Honda, but it's the Battle of the Bands out in Houston, and that's going to be pretty significant. I believe Jackson State's going to be there, FAMU's going to be there, A&T's going to be there. So you're going to have a lot of bands going at it, and they're probably going to all do field shows. So it's going to be fascinating to see how that goes. I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna have 2 screens going that day. This is the same day as the Celebration Bowl. I mean, as the MEAC Challenge.
Not surprising to me. I mean, still of the past 10 years, like the best singular performance I've seen came from A&T. I was like, I mean, it was perfect performance. So it's not a shot.
Yeah, I think Norfolk State finally gonna break through and get there, man. I really do. 'Cause I thought they were hot closing the season, man. I was kind of shocked they didn't make it to the finals. To be honest with you, I thought they were freaking hot on the way, closing it out. I know you feel the way about Tennessee State being 10.
I do. I'm just speechless.
How hot? Where do you think they should be? Where do you think it should be?
Look, I know there's the since we don't get out there a whole lot due to the schedule as we know and who we play. But I'm saying we can't at least be 6 or 7. Is that what you're telling me? A Grammy Award winning band, we just hanging on in the top 10. Well,
that's why you're 10 right there. That Grammy got you 10.
That is horrible.
But you're gonna get at least 2 battles though. You get at least 2 battles against another. Well, I mean, Dr. Cavil prefers to do the marching sport, but this is just based on the field show. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna perform in all the home games. So you good there.
But I mean, that's basically in the gym shooting by yourself. Because they ain't nobody to go up against that would make you feel you need to elevate your game, other than not wanting to bore your home fan.
Hey, people get there early to watch Steph warm up, so that could be entertaining.
Yeah, man. You got the 0 quarter.
Yeah.
And yo.
Well, they got they got to stop tailgating to get the 0 quarter.
D-Lob letting you know that Grammy ain't got nothing to do with them field shows, man. he let you know. But then again, I mean, it's the same thing when it comes to the stands, because the stands don't count towards it, right? The stands don't count towards it. The 5th quarter don't count towards it. It's just a field show. And I don't think there's too many schools that can compete with A&T's field show. I just don't. But AOB's pretty good.
3? Norfolk was 3?
Yeah, they're 3.
Okay, this is unpopular opinion. Okay, I saw them when they came down and played us.
Wow. Woo! I haven't seen them live in a long time.
And here was the thing. Let me say this, because before that I had watched a lot of that stuff on YouTube, and I would really watch. I was like, okay, I want to see what it's about. And then I saw it, and I was like,
Yeah. They're better.
I know you said they got better at the end of the season, but based on what I saw, I was underwhelmed.
They were hot. They were hot in November, man. They were smoking in November. But the thing is, the way that this thing goes, the way that the judging goes, is cumulative. So it's important. You got to be good at the beginning, in the middle, and the end. You got to be good across the board. And so when you take that into account, A&T is like the most consistent when it comes to that, which is why they end up in it every year. I mean, they made it to the finals both years so far since this has happened, since the event started.
I will say this: I'm not a bandhead by any stretch of the imagination, but I do stumble down the HBCU band YouTube on occasion. And I will say, y'all are one of the ones that I find myself watching more times than not. I have to give y'all your props on that. Y'all are solid.
Yeah.
I ain't mad about y'all being one. I'm more upset about us being 10 than y'all being one. I
Hey,
can rock.
especially that march in at halftime. A&T got that thing down, boy. Yeah, if you know, you know.
Hey, so I can't even knock that. I have to give y'all props 100%.
Well, it'll be
Yeah.
they're coming. They're coming to Nashville, man. So hopefully you get down there to catch them.
I should know the either this weekend or the early part of the week. I'm waiting on a couple things.
All right. Well, I won't be sitting on your side anymore. I made my move. I decided to make my move because
Look, I told you we would have taken really good care of you and made you
I
feel really
know
welcome.
I wanted a 50-yard seat, and now that I can get a 50-yard seat on the visitor side, I'm gonna opt for and I got front row. I'm gonna opt for the visitor side.
I understand.
Yeah, I know. I'll pull up over there. I might go over there and say hi, but now since we expanded the seating, we're to help y'all, man. We here to support y'all. We coming to visit Nashville. We here to support y'all.
So look, I want to say this to every Tiger under the sound of my voice right now. If they come down there and show out, first of all, we need to be ashamed of ourselves if that happens. But I'm go ahead and put the charge out now. What is it? 28? We come up there. The 27 to 28.
Oh God, it's the 20. Ain't it the 30th? Oh no, 20. Oh, the year that we play y'all.
Yeah.
I think it's 28. I'm pretty sure it's 20.
Okay.
Y'all don't worry, man.
So,
Y'all ain't
so,
gonna outshine us. You ain't gonna worry about that. Yeah.
so, so look, we need to show up and show out uh, when we're on the comeback. I'm gonna just say it like that.
All I'm gonna say is this: if they schedule y'all for G-Ho, y'all ain't gonna have no way to show up and show out.
Oh, they better not.
Mm.
They better not. Y'all better not do
You
that.
you won't have a chance, my man. You won't have a chance.
Look, I might have to see about getting fresh passes if y'all do that. That'd be awful.
Y'all won't listen. Y'all won't have a chance. Ask South Carolina State right now. Y'all won't have a chance. Won't have a chance. But the band's coming. I got word the band is coming. The marching 101 is coming. But the rest of the fans, y'all ain't got a chance, man. Unless you knew an Aggie, you were nice to an Aggie, and they might have bought you a ticket. You ain't have a chance.
Man, man, if you mean I got to slide you $250 for a ticket?
Yeah, you might have to pay. You better get that season ticket. I've been trying to tell everybody. I try to tell those Bulldogs that get your season ticket. They thought it was a game, then they realized real quick when the site crashed and the tickets were sold out in an hour. They knew real fast what it was then.
I got to get up there for the 28 game. I haven't been to y'all campus. Actually, I haven't been to Greensboro since what 2002.
Yeah, you won't recognize it. I
Mm.
can tell you that now.
I mean,
You won't recognize the campus.
we funny story. So laughing. I started off at an HWC. So we went up there for an NAAC, no college NAACP regional conference or something. And I'm like, man, y'all really could leave me here. I was about like, hey, this ain't like our school, man. This ain't, hey, hey. But nah, I hopefully make it up there. But we got business to take care of next week first.
We got a whole episode to talk about that game next week, buddy.
Mhm.
And maybe you'll know who's on your roster. Maybe by then you know who's on your roster. I saw that one of
Look,
your main guys went in the portal.
man,
He was tweeting today too. But that's a whole. I don't know. I ain't gonna get into all that.
see, I gotta catch up. You know, I've been at work all day, and I can't be checking my phone
Yeah,
out on the road.
he was tweeting. He was tweeting today. Putting pictures and emails out. He was tweeting today. You should go observe.
I'm like, now we just did a story about you getting named to the All American team, and then for the ink drying that you hop in the portal.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows what happened with that situation.
Somebody sent them a number, and
Well, no, but here's the
yeah.
problem. Like, it's so close to the end of like, kids are going to school now, man.
Yeah,
Like, who? Like, who? How?
That was what I was wondering.
That's what I wondered when I saw it too. I'm like A&T, the kids are there.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what? I mean, unless you had something in writing, that's a major chance. That reminds me. I did a interview with a player from Valley a few years ago, Aaron Webb, and he was and we talked about it. He was talking about just because you hop in the portal, that don't necessarily mean it's some on the other side for you. And
Mm-hmm.
He probably somebody made him there's a wink nod.
I think there's like
If he's
5,000
smart.
players in the portal though. Like I don't know how many winks and nods are happening at this point. I mean, like the season starts this weekend, man. Like
Yeah.
it's I don't know how many winks and nods you got. JT asked a question about the 101. So what I understand, based on what I've heard, after what happened with Hampton last year, we offer for the band to buy their tickets for the game for enough seats for what they need. And if they buy the tickets, the band can come. If they don't, they put them in the pool with the rest of of Gen Pop, and it goes to Gen Pop. That's what happened.
That is cold blooded.
Yeah,
but
that's
I love
cold blooded, man.
I'm just letting you know what it is, and that's why I try to explain to folks. Playing HBCU for A&T to play HBCU at homecoming, because the reason why you want it is because you want the culture, you want the bands. I get all that, but but people complain about the fact that there was not enough seats, so they were like, all right, they started a policy where when we play homecoming, this is what you got to do. There's only been 2 bands since like 2017, 2016 that has performed at our homecoming, and that's Norfolk and probably South Carolina State when they come, and that's it. And I think part of it was because during that period of time, a lot of the MEAC schools didn't come. Like they didn't come. Like Del State didn't come, FAMU didn't come, Bethune didn't come. They didn't travel. So half the MEAC schools Morgan didn't come. Howard would come sometimes. The ones that came consistently was Norfolk, South Carolina State, and Hampton, and the school down the road. So that's it. So that's why the game shouldn't be homecoming. That's why I was against it. And people were saying, "Oh well, you sold out so fast because you're playing." No, we've sold out against Townsend and Monmouth too, and Campbell too, and they didn't bring it back. Like it's not. It doesn't matter who we play. We sold out VUL, man. It does not matter who we play. It doesn't. It doesn't matter who we play. So that's why I think it's a bad business decision when we do it, because we make it a separate home game. Then the attendance is going to go up because we're playing an HBCU. I'll concede to that. But for homecoming, it doesn't matter who we play, because it's not the opponent. It's us. It's about us. We lost by 42 points last year at homecoming to Hampton. Lost by 42 points.
I'm gonna say to who?
To you guys, to the Pirates, to you guys. Lost by 42 points. And you know what happened after we lost by 42 points? I went to the bonfire that night. I finished tailgating and I went to the bonfire that night.
It's what it is.
G hosts the brand, man. That's what the brand. That's the event. And the event's all week. All right. But anywho, I'm gonna take one last break. We're gonna take one more break, then we're gonna close it out for the final 5 minutes. And when we return, I want to talk about I'm going to talk a little bit of volleyball. I don't know if the OVCs came out with their rankings yet, but the CAA did. So we'll talk about that and we'll close out the show. And we'll just do quick predictions on the game between Southern and the school down the road.
History? Yeah, we built that. Pride? We fuel that. And on August 30th, we run that. 2 powerhouse HBCUs, Howard Bison, FAMU Rattlers, one legendary showdown under the Miami lights at Hard Rock Stadium. The energy unmatched. The culture undeniable. The vibes straight HBCU. 2025 Invesco QQQ Orange Blossom Classic. Get your tickets and book your hotel now at orangeblossomclassic.com. Saturday, August 30th at 4 p.m. in Miami Gardens.
Thank you guys for what you do for HBCU athletics. This is a fantastic avenue for all of us. This is our ESPN, so we love what you guys do. Brian, AD, Roy, all you guys at BCSN. We really appreciate what it is that you guys do for us.
football fans. HBCU football is back in the ATL with the Cricket MEAC SWAC Challenge Kickoff. Representing the MEAC, North Carolina Central, and representing the SWAC, Southern, Eagles, Jaguars, the Marching Sound Machine, the Human Jukebox. The Kickoff Trophy is up for grabs, and bragging rights are on the line. The rivalry is real. Bring the family and join us pre-game for the fun-filled Coca-Cola fan experience, including band jamborees, food, activations, and fellowship. For tickets and information, visit MEACSWACChallenge.com.
As technology continues to bring changes to the world of education, it's time we also reimagine teacher professional development. Gone are the days of one-size-fits-all learning that can only be accessed at a specific time and place. The Stride PD Center is an on-demand library of mobile-friendly courses that allow educators to learn anytime and anywhere. Our dynamic courses provide bite-sized learning and help educators advance their knowledge while also gaining professional development hours. The best professional development plans are those that include a level of flexibility and choice for educators. Whether you're a teacher, school, or district, visit us today to take charge of your learning.
Get ready for the inaugural Unity Classic, Saturday, September 13th at Nathaniel Glover Community Field and Stadium. It's a clash of the Virginia Union Panthers of the CIAA and the Edward Waters Tigers of the SIAC. Plus, an HBCU band battle between the Edward Waters Triple Threat Marching Band and the Virginia Union Ambassadors of Sound. The inaugural Unity Classic goes down in due fall.
Compress the analytic data with your hip hop. If you know them like I know them, they gon' tell you if your team, if they wanna lose, and who the ball. So listen to Professor, yes sir, and pay attention, cause he gon' teach a lesson.
Welcome back to episode 693 of Dr. Cavil's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab. This is the Indie Report, and yeah, man. So I want to respond to this real fast, and then we'll talk about volleyball real quick. Yeah, we're number one. We got 19 performances this season, man. There's going to be plenty of opportunities to see the Blue and Gold Marketing Machine during the season, including performance out in New Jersey at Giant Stadium for halftime. So they travel, even though when they don't go to away game, they're performing somewhere else. They're covered all season, and it'll be number 20 when we go to Atlanta in December. I'll go and put that out there right now. All right, so. Shout out to Tyne Ross. She's the CAA preseason player of the year for our volleyball. I mean, she was 34th in the nation in kills last season. And she's the first underclassman to win preseason of the year since 2018. So shout out to her. They predicted A&T to place 4th in the poll, and they predicted Hampton to place last, unfortunately. So I know it's football season, but volleyball season is about to start too. So shout out to them, and hopefully A&T can shock the world, because like the gap between 3rd and 4th is like 20 points. So wow. I think it's kind of disrespectful. I think we can compete with those guys, those gals. So we'll see how it goes. I know. Hampton's volleyball program is rebuilding right now, so I'm not shocked at them being last. I just don't like the fact they only got 10 points. It's kind of disrespectful. It is disrespectful. Rick ain't got nothing to say. It's okay, man.
That is I have one main regret at Hampton, and it's that I did not go to one volleyball game.
Oh wow, man, because they be hype, man. Them games be hype.
I didn't miss a basketball game because I was broke, so it was free. I could do that. I didn't miss a football game. I didn't miss women's basketball. I should have went to volleyball. I didn't realize how good they were and how entertaining it was. Yeah.
Oh yeah, nah. And I'm hoping to try to catch a volleyball game when I go. Like I'm going home, and I'm going to Greensboro from September 12th through the 21st, and I'm hoping to catch the volleyball game when they play UNC Greensboro at UNCG's campus. So I'm hoping I can pull up to that. We're going to see. I might be able to pull up. We'll see. Because it's on a Friday, so I might be able to make that happen. Awesome. Any last words before we adjourn? Any last thoughts before we shut this thing down?
Football season is finally here. That's all I can do. I'm excited. Always at this point, so much hope and excitement, even for the teams that we know are going to stink because had nobody played yet.
Don't be careful there, sir. Be careful there. Be careful there. Be careful there.
What?
I think A&T is gonna surprise some folks this year, man. I really
I wasn't
do.
even talking about y'all.
Nah, when you say I get. Look, man, when you only win one Division I game in 2 years, I get sensitive. Okay, I get sensitive.
Look, I had some teams in my head that I was Bethune Cookman, but I wasn't gonna say anything.
Look, man, I get sensitive with those things. I do.
I
I get sensitive.
understand. That's all. That's all I was saying.
Understand.
So I'm just looking forward to a good game. Like I said, I know who you want to win, Dave. I know.
We got all next week to talk about the game next week because hopefully by then we'll know more. Like we got on Monday. The Monday press conference is on Monday. The weekly press conference starts this Monday. So hopefully we'll have more data regarding both of our teams because there's a lot of mystery on both ends of the spectrum when it comes to that.
Oh, let me ask this before we go. Are they're streaming the Battle of the Bands? Is it behind the paywall?
Nah, I believe they're gonna stream it somewhere. I just don't know where yet. They typically stream it. I'm hoping, man, because I want to see it. Because if I wasn't moving my daughter into college this weekend, I probably would be in Houston. Keep it a buck with you.
Because I want to watch it. Or at least catch.
Because you're gonna get to see some. You're gonna get to see some stuff you don't really see. You're gonna see A&T go against Jackson again. You're gonna probably get to see A&T fam again. I think Alabama A&M and Alabama State's gonna be there. It's gonna be a really good performance. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
For sure.
Yep.
Any last thoughts, Tariq, before we adjourn?
I'm looking forward to it next week. I'm people at Hampton are trying to get me to curb my enthusiasm about the team this year, but I still have faith that they're gonna not at the school, but just fans. So like I don't know, but I think they're gonna be good.
You got a big game next week. We're gonna talk about that too. Big game next week, and that game.
Can't wait.
That game, if you guys pull that off, oh my goodness, the dialogue that's going to occur that Sunday.
Yes, sir.
And that week. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, let me close out the show. Thank you for listening to Inside the HBCU Sports Lab. Make sure you share our podcast with your friends and colleagues. I am David L. Rhodes with my partner in crime, Tariq Wilson and Brandon King. Make sure you check out HUPirateShip.com. And check out sneakershoptalk.com. Brandon's going to drop an article tonight that you going to have to read.
Yes, sir.
All right. And check me out at Champ D1012. I cover the Panthers on the side. Fun times with that. Struggle game when it comes to the NFL nowadays. Make sure you follow Dr. Kenyatta Cavil on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Make sure you follow Inside the HBCU Sports Lab 1 on Facebook and Inside HBCU Sports Lab on YouTube. Dream big and continue to move forward. We will talk to you soon. Brandon.
Of course.
Reek.
Lecture.
Dismissed. Y'all have a good one, guys.
Peace.